Am I an incel? Some people will comment that or say I'm insecure. But what's the opposite of an incel? Somebody who's successful with women. I don't want to be that. I'm preparing to be a husband, and I'm not concerned about what every woman thinks of me, only my future wife, and by definition, she'll like me for who I am. I would not want a woman if she was not my wife, even if she wanted to be intimate with me, because that is not the vibration of love. That's the vibration of lust, and it's unsustainable. It burns out. And labeling somebody as an incel is actually bullying. So whether or not my future wife will like me or not, that's between me and one single woman that's out there. I'm not concerned what everyone else thinks. But when people say you're an incel and then I comment back, what do you think about dating? What do you think about marriage? And they ignore the comment. These are often internet trolls, but even the ones who are legitimate, some of them are maybe women who don't like the idea of following a man or being in their feminine and being the assistant and the helpmate to a masculine leader man. Like some women don't like that idea. So they use these ad hominem attacks, a simple word like incel or insecure, and to shut down a conversation entirely. And I think they're actually ashamed because they know at a subconscious level that what they're doing is wrong and it's predatory. It's seducing men and women in an unloving way. It's not studying the issue and discussing it and treating it like it's a major life decision as to how you treat your body and which person do you give it to and what person is a good compatible match with you. Fact is, guys, is when women think that it's an act of freedom to give their body to a man without his commitment, it's really them being insecure as women and them not respecting their body and not treating it as important. Because if it was important, they'd only give it to a man if the man gave them commitment. And so, my encouragement to everyone is to really examine why you're worrying about what everyone thinks of you and whether or not they are on the path to marriage, whether they can even be trusted around your daughters or your sisters or your future wives. If these people are interested in quote unquote dating and they are trying to be feminists and be free, quote unquote, to give their body away without commitment, which is really an act of insecurity. And it's also on the woman's being predatory. She's seducing the man with her body, and he's engaging with her, and he's giving her his time. And so it's a an unloving energy. And women think this is freedom. They think that it's better than giving their life and following a man and marrying a man and allowing him to be her leader husband. Women think it's better to give their body away to men who don't want to commit to them and don't care about them versus that. And so that's a distorted, obviously, but it's because women have low self-esteem and because women are also suggestible. They're indecisive and they fall easy to predation. And so we, but the thing is that doesn't mean that I don't like women, and it doesn't mean that I'm an incel, because I just think I'm a normal guy and can, attract a reasonable woman, and 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 by definition, dating is premarital intimacy. It's giving your body away to a man without his commitment, and so I don't know why women would do that, but we have to also look at the reality that it's a man's world. And even though women are less rational and not as strong, I like women like that. Like I I think women should learn how to have masculine abilities so that they can use those in as an emergency, but ideally that the women cling to their fathers. And the trouble is that we have a bunch of fathers who are not really male guardians. They're not really looking out for their daughters. They're sending them off to college to be around a bunch of predatory men, to high school and other school to be around men who obviously are going to be predatory. And this isn't an unconscious thing, but the behavior is certainly predatory. Similar to veganism, how I'm vegan because I don't want to be a predator, and people aren't really conscious of the fact or willing to admit it that they are a predator towards these animals. The thing is people are also not willing to admit that dating is predatory, and that it's not about love, and that it's about seducing each other with your physical words and your body. And I don't want any of it. And so if I had to guess why people say, hey, you're an incel, it's probably because they want to shut down conversation. They're ashamed of their position, so they're projecting that low vibration of, you know, it's internet bullying essentially. And it's because a lot of these accounts, they're not even, like, the person isn't even there. It's not their real name, so they're not even in a legitimate place to launch an insult or a challenge. And it's very feminine, in my opinion, to say something and then walk away, because if you if you really believe in what you're saying, then you should put your name behind it, your identity, and you should be willing to discuss it. It's similar to, say, a boxing match. If somebody says, hey, I think I'm a good boxer, or hey, you're a weak boxer, then they should be willing to engage in the competition. Similar to me, I like to do debates. Hey, if you think your position is strong, then you should be willing to debate it. So that's my response to that. Thanks for considering it. And check out all my other videos. I've got lots of ideas, and I want your opinions on it. I really do. It's the beginning of a conversation.